Thank you for joining today. Let's begin by getting into our mindful bodies. Just noticing the rise and fall of the torso and the other anchors. A breath with sound. Take a couple moments today just to notice where you're at. How do you feel? What's going on inside and out? Inhale deeply, feeling the rise and fall of the torso. Last week we spent some time observing where stress has collected in the body. Let's go through the body. Again, starting from the feet, visualizing a white light moving through the entire body. Up through our feet, the ankles, the calves, the knees, up through the thighs, and the abdomen. And lifting the torso and helping to relax the face. And again, heading down to the bottom of the feet. Sending the white light, cleaning, purifying, healing. And it's the white light of our own loving kindness, of our connection to God, the universe, spirit, however we want to term this. Unconditional love, cleaning and healing and holding our body and mind with wholeness. Again, relaxing the face and shoulders. So today we will continue with our previous week's topic, and that's mostly what I'm getting questions about, is how are we able to handle an increasing amount of stress. Last week we spent time evaluating and noticing where that stress manifests in the body. Often it'll be in a very tight belly, not holding the breath, maybe more aches and pains than usual. Face, the brows furrowed in a scowl, tension in the shoulders. So those are the key areas that we want to observe stress, and be really careful about letting go of that. Being very careful about how we consider ourselves. Are we considering ourselves with compassion or harshness? Are we at war with ourselves or not? If we are, we will likely be warlike world, subconsciously and consciously in many of our actions and gestures with strangers. Today we will expand our anchors to include thoughts and emotions. So observing our thoughts and emotions of anger, victimization, worry, self-hatred, self-loathing, lack of compassion for self. Let's take a moment to just observe our thoughts and emotions. Again, keeping in mind that our topic was to find ways to be mindful and to be helpful regarding an increasing amount of anxiety in our personal and public lives. Just noticing the thought of anger, worry, shame, fear, frustration, noticing any of those that arise. And let's ask ourselves, what do I want in this situation? Usually we want freedom, ease, clarity. And now thirdly, repeating to ourselves, my attack thoughts are an attack upon myself. Attack thoughts about others, about the world, senses of being victimized or persecuted or worried, our thoughts of fear and shame, they attack our true invulnerability. And our true invulnerability is that no matter the circumstance, we can choose to be aligned with unconditional love, with God, with clarity, with ease, with peacefulness. As best we can choose. So let's sit with this for a few moments longer, allowing thoughts to arise, noticing or identifying what it is we actually want, and reminding ourselves that identifying with fear, shame, worry is the true source of limitation. Again, noticing the breath, being mindful of the breath as the torso rises and falls. We allow our thoughts to come to swirl for a moment as we consider them, and then we let them go, and we wait for the next one. In the face, noticing thoughts that arise. What do I want? And reminding ourselves that our attack thoughts attack our true invulnerability. Reminding ourselves with each inhalation and exhalation that we can choose our alignment with unconditional love and God, regardless of our circumstances. Man, that's hard work. We make a mistake, we let it go, we try again. Let's conclude our practice. As usual, I encourage you to pick up this practice over the week to identify our thoughts of attack ourselves and others, thoughts of victimization, and fear are also thoughts of self-attack. We don't want to suppress these thoughts. We want to identify, what is it I want? And usually it's, I want ease, I want resolution, I want clarity, I want peace. and reminding ourselves that we can choose that joyfulness regardless of the circumstances. We can choose to be aligned with ease, comfort, resolution, peacefulness. I encourage you to journal on this topic if you do find it helpful. It is always helpful for me because the same thoughts arise over and over. And somehow I find it easier to let go than if I put it down on paper. So thank you for meeting with me today, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.